Okay. Leticia, I will present me and you present yourself. Uh,
Okay.
Leticia, my name is Sabrina. I'm 35 years old. I'm married. I'm a software engineer and a lawyer. Um, I have so many pets. I live in Magé, Rio de Janeiro, and I think is that. And you?
Okay, my name is Letícia. I'm living in Porto Alegre. I'm 39 years old and I'm a software developer, just a software developer. I think I've been working as a software developer for 15 years. Oh, it's a long time. I started. Okay.
when when we are counting, we are okay.
Okay. It's a for. I think it's for more time. Okay, but as a software developer, I think it's 15. Uh, 15 years. And I'm here again, talk about technology and the impact of technology in our lives and in our jobs.
Absolutely, indeed. Okay, Leticia. Uh, about the questions, can automation lead to creation of new jobs, or will it only replace existing ones?
In my opinion, both. Okay, I think the I don't know. I think it's in our job specifically. For example, in the technology. As a software developer, for example, there is a lot of tools to automate many processes. And when you start in a new project, for example, if you don't have a template or depends the stack you use in your project, you create many tools to automate the environment, for example, to replicate the environment in many kinds of the environments like developer staging production. And
Yeah.
if you think in the other jobs, for example, um, I remember when I was a kid and when I, how can I say, do many things in a bank with my father, for example. And I started to do this when I was a kid to pay bills and the other things. And I remember the bank system and the environment in the banks is totally different. And there are a lot of tools replacing many existing jobs in the banks, for example. Don't have many, there is a digital bank, don't have agencies,
Yeah.
just only internet.
Yeah. I don't know how was the when was the last time I was to a bank, agent's bank. I don't know how was the you the how no sorry. When was the last time I was okay, understand me. Sometimes I scream. Uh, I think like you because I think is sometimes the technology creates other positions to job. Uh, for example, we need a people to I don't know, create or link the knowledge to AI consultant. For example, I don't know, I was creating a position in my mind. Is possible we create a position to uh, kind a watcher about the acts to AI don't create self life. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is possible. So I think it's possible. So many things about the positions for the future if use the technologies different. Uh, but so many kinds of jobs can't be replaced to AI. So I think we, in general, we will use the technology and the AIs like auxiliary, né? Yeah, like a tool to in automation of uh, repetitive actions. I think is the way we are you will use the technology of this. I think is I
I
like it.
agree with you. If you think the many process, it's a repetitive process. Uh, when people understand how to use the technology to automate this, you create more tools. If you more tools, and you have more time, free time, for example, to think in other things.
Yeah,
I remember in when the pandemic started after 6 months, for example, a lot of people migrate their jobs to home, and the other people's invent other things how to earn money because people lost your jobs. And I remember I read some links in Instagram about the automation process, how to use the Instagram to put a specific posts to sell anything. And if you think it's a new job, and
yeah,
because in the past you don't think about this, and
yeah,
this process, you understand how to use the internet to automate many processes.
yeah. In general, when we think about, I found the ways to turn our process more simple, and with this we create another position because in general we need the people to know absolutely all about that way. We need uh, configure this technology. So I found, because so many people's thinking for turning more the job of the future is the development. I don't know, because we need people not to we need people to develop softwares, okay, but I don't know, we need people to refine the use of AI. The more difficult to use it, a good way to AI is so so many refine the question, so many refine the configuration to uh, migrate service for other automation. So we found the detail. We need to put the detail in configuration, and for the AI use better the tools. So if we put AI in general, uh, if the, not if it don't the configuration are okay, the job not okay. So I think is a way to create so many professions and jobs and positions. I think is the way to our significant changes. Well, how can automation affect the economy and income distribution? What do you think about that?
Uh, okay. Um, um, we live in a process now, okay? I think we we, in general, the society and the people working and don't work with the technology lives in a process in this automation and how to use the artificial intelligence in the future. Okay, we are, how can I say in English, cobayas, for example. Okay, I think in the future automation affected more the economy compared now. Okay, and because I have a good example. I was travel 2 weeks ago.
You abandoned me, I know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm increasing, okay.
Okay. And there is a specific point of automation, and the people leaves their specific position job. Okay, I was in an airport, and I needed to, how can I say, deliver my bag. Okay, and don't have people to help me, just a machine. Just I chose not in Brazil, okay, in the countryside, in the other country, okay. I chose the language, and I scan my bag, and I put my ticket, and don't have people to help me. And I remember before the pandemic, there are a lot of people to help others, but there is a problem about this, because many people don't understand this process. Many people, it's not easy to use this. Okay, I know the technology, and I understand a little bit. In the first time, I'm confused about this
location, this place. What is machine?
And okay, I'm lost about this, but don't have people. And if you think for companies, it's easier. It's not. It's easier, and they, how can I say, they less pay, because system it's a cheaper compared to maintain a people working, and the airplanes company reduce these employees. It's a good example to affect this work in this distribution of income.
I think I'm always thinking about the income distribution and economy. I'm a philosophical people. I'm a sociology people. I'm a lawyer, a labor lawyer. I work like a labor lawyer. So I think so much about that. In general, I think when we automation a process, we lost. Wait a minute. Sorry, my dogs are screaming. I don't know. In general, we lost job position. We lost so many employees, but so many people justify this using the argument, but we need more software developer. We need more people of technologies, so we lose positions and create other positions. But in general, we lost positions for poor people, for people that don't have the same opportunities. We know we have so many opportunities to so many people in society. Today we work with technology. We have so many opportunities that the majority people don't have. So when we close a position and create another type of work position, I don't know. We need we are make the society and the economy more restrict, with more I don't know the word, more dis, I don't know, disequality, I don't know, in society. But because that we need more intervention of politics to make this a good a good process. We need to create uh, more ways to poor people have access to studies, create ways to these people have more opportunities in job markets. I don't know, but I don't see this interesting in political society. I don't know.
Okay, I understand you, and I think it depends the country, depends the
Yeah,
economy, and how the politics and the economy understand your society, for example. So
yeah,
I think in Brazil, it's harder to talk about this because along our years, you see the same things. Many politics talk
yeah,
about education and blah blah blah, but nothing changing. Okay,
yeah,
but okay. Uh, um, I know the technology make many process too easy for our lives, and in my opinion, the base of this is education, and in this moment, because I started to study and work with technology a long time ago, and now it's a I can see more technology cross any
yeah,
other things in our life, any other kinds of works, any different places when I don't manage it before. Okay,
yeah,
and if you think there are a whale, I think I don't know. It's a good word. Many other peoples in the other kinds of jobs migrates for the technology.
yeah,
You is
yeah,
a good example. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
and if you think technology uh, involved with this, but
yeah,
you have an opportunity to study,
yeah,
and I know there are a lot of people don't have this opportunity, and
yeah,
this is the base of the education. And
yeah,
in the future, you think it's important to include is in the base of education to study technology. Don't necessarily the development,
yeah,
okay?
yeah,
Specifically like me, for example.
yeah,
But there, if you know and you understand how to create, how to use the many tools, it's the other type of to use the technology in our lives, in their
yeah,
lives, make easier many lives in our.
yeah. Yeah, I think about this when I teach young uh, people to Bahia for Senac, and three students don't have computer, and I need to teach him to how to code, but he don't have a computer to code. Uh, he have so many intention to study, to learn, but I try use so many types of apps or sites to code, but in general, you don't have the same experience. You don't have the same tools. I don't know how what language to you code, but I learn Java. I don't work with Java. I don't know nothing about Java, but I need to learn in Java, okay? But it's so difficult because when you use IDE, we can use so many tools, so many tips of IDE, and it's more natural to code. But I I thinking what I how I was I don't know cobrar, I don't know, when I was put a note to a note, not I, I don't know the word, grade, a grade to a student when he don't have the minimal to make the questions so difficult. In these times I saw how different is the world, how different is the opportunities, because they guys have the opportunity to study, but in general, they don't have really opportunity to study because don't have the tips, don't have
Equipment.
no tools, don't have nothing. It's so difficult. One of my students use the internet of our neighbor because he don't have internet, and use he sit on your backyard and connect in internet of your neighbor because your neighbor uh, permits that, allow that. But so crazy. Is so the world is a strange local, a strange place. Oh
Okay,
my
I agree with you about this.
it's so difficult. uh I will go to the the question for more interesting, because the question 3 we are talk about in similar. How can automation quality of life? Okay, how can automation affect the quality of life of workers? It's a strange
Okay,
question.
okay. Um, the quality, okay, the quality of life. Uh, in my opinion, I think it depends. For me, for example, how many automations I have in my life, more free time I have, and to do different things, okay? To
Yeah,
do, for example, different things in the to do exercise, using my creativity,
yeah,
because if you think about us when we talk, when we work technology, we know we not a productivity higher higher 100% all the time. You need specific time or spaced time, because part of our job is creativity, is you don't solve the problems, you don't manage anything in front of the computer, okay? You need
yeah.
more uh, how free times to think other things, you solve other problems, walk in the street, take a shower, wash the dishes, okay? And for
Perfectly.
me it's okay, and for me it's a good, okay, I when I have more automation in my life, I'm more free time to do anything, different things, and I improve my creativity in managing and do any other things. It's improving my work every day. But I know Brazil, I live in Brazil. I know there is a higher different kinds of this economic societies in our life. And um, probably there are a lot of people left, it's not left, lost your jobs, and
Yeah,
create many other things in their life to do earn money to do take care their families, okay? And how can you say before the education, the different economic societies, it's a big problem.
Yeah.
And I imagine parts of the people lives better and the other parts no if the people and the government don't care or don't think about this. And the education is the base. For me, education is the base for our improve our lives.
Yeah. Is what you talk about in this moment. I'm working a task in my job. Uh, is a spike to analyze existing flow and how we can better them, and we need to create like a massive input of data. uh, in these days we have just a unitary uh, data of time. I'm analyzing and I need to create a documentation about that because in the next sprint we are create this. Okay. I'm absolutely stuck in this. I'm broke. I'm watched for the screen and thinking, okay, I don't know how I write this. Okay. For all days I work in this. I have a insight when I was in shower, in bath. I'm today in my lunch. I was sleep. I'm sleep for 20 minutes, and I dream with a solution how I need write this thing. I It's absolutely interesting how in our job when we are in uh, more relaxed, the things happening in our mind is absolutely interesting. So I think it's in this when we are using the technology to automation things for we have a more relaxed time and free time. This is absolutely perfect because we have more time for thinking better. But the automation, I think the automation can uh, be better quality of life for many peoples, many like types of work. But in general, I think the so many types of work can't be more automated. I don't know how the people to serve uh, the coffee. These people, if we can automate this, the position don't exist anymore.
I I read some sentence a few days ago about the remotely working home. Sometimes
Yeah.
people call this or work in an office. Okay, and I remember this. If you don't work independently, if you have an office or you have your home, I think the automate in specific places, for example, it's a similar about this. There are people use the automation to work, and the other people use the automation to um improve in your lives in any other things, okay? But okay,
Yeah.
it's part of the game about how to create the automation process.
Yeah.
But if you think people understand this, if you think people, it's common for people used to this, but there is other kinds of people don't have how to use the automation and don't have how to do if many works is automation and what the people do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a philosophical question, but it's possible.
Yeah.
I think, for example, if when you are retired, you worked a lot all along your life, and one day you don't have a work, how to you to do? How you do in your life? Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. In general, we don't know how make a relax when we are I don't know. Wait a minute. I não é accustomed. Okay. I think this is word, but I don't believe. Uh, when we are accustomed uh, to job for so long hours, etc. Uh, we don't know how relax. We don't know how use the time to relax, and this is strange because so many times how we think about how we stay without work, we don't know what to do because we are absolutely accustomed for
This
this.
technology creates this environment,
Yeah.
okay? And for example, I'm not to work at the moment, and I've been not to work for 7 months, okay? I
Okay.
decided to break my career and think all of things in my life, okay? And work is part of my life.
Yeah.
And now I see more relaxed, less stressful, and think about the other things in my life and the other kind of hobbies, for example, because
Yeah.
in the past I worked hard every day and I don't have time to think any other things.
Yeah.
And I'm see and I have a conscience. I don't know how can I say in English. This work with the technology improve. I deliver and I have my life to faster and faster and faster again because I needed to check the emails. I needed to check the WhatsApp all the time.
Yeah.
I turn off my computer and I sit in my sofa and I check the messages,
Yeah.
but I'm not to work at the moment, but I see all along of my life to do this. And I spend
Yeah.
12, 40, 12, a little bit 14 hours a day in front of the technology working. I'm
Yeah.
not working in front of the computer, but I work in my sofa.
Yeah. 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 It's absolutely crazy because when I stopped my career when I was the immigration. When I stopped my lawyer career, I think, okay, what I make now? I don't know what to do. What I can't see work because in general I'm absolutely crazy, I'm absolutely broke.
Me
But
too.
I don't know what I will think, what I do. I don't know. And I I w- watch this. I start studies programming because I don't know what to do with my time. I think, okay, I think I will start study programming because I don't know how programming
Works.
works. So I will study this. Why? I I can brush. I can make a draw. I can cooking. No, I will study like a programming. Why?
Okay, I'm spending 7 months doesn't work. Okay, didn't work, but I study technology. but not I study specific software development, for example,
Yeah.
like code. I
Yeah.
study other kinds of how to use the technology and the other things, and I think a lot about this. I think a lot of the AI in our lives, okay? And I read other kinds of the books and contribute for my technology and the okay, but I'm not hardly work now, and I have more time to use the other knows I know, other knows I know, to
Yeah.
improve my career. If you think about you, for example, it's my personal opinion. Okay, you know
Okay.
a lot of lawyers and lawyers and things.
Yeah.
You study technology now, and you one day or now you put this two kinds of the technologies in one specific type, for example, in your life. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a you have different knows in your career to
Yeah.
improve your career now.
Yeah. Yeah. Really. But this is so strange. I think about that because the technology we are the all time need study anything. We need to study all time. The society make a pressure to we are productive all time.
Yes,
What
yes.
is productive? Because when we are in I don't know how to talk this. Ócio criativo. We need the
Okay, I know. I don't know in English.
ócio
I don't know English, but I understand you.
creative leisure. Creative
Or creative
leisure.
leisure. Okay, it's a good
I
expression.
yeah. I think the human need a time for the creative leisure to stop and watch the world. We need to watch the things. We need make a time to watch the problem and our brain thinking about our time, not time of capitalism. The time of our body, our brain, not the time of capitalism or not time of the productive worker. In general, we need more relaxed time for our brain thinking better. I don't know.
If you think many disruptive digital products and the other things was created in our lives, for example, uh, it was created with a basic problem, solve a specific problem in the society. And in general, if you read, if you talk about these people have a specific time in their lives to change parts of their career and
Yeah,
understand these problems and
yeah,
use a different kinds of other tools in your life to improve their creativity mind. I
yeah,
know when you work as a company, it's all company. You need more productivity, and sometimes you need work hard and hard. But now you use more our minds compared to our hands, for example. A lot, almost part of our jobs, it's a mind job. How can I don't know how can I say in English this expression,
okay.
okay?
I understand.
Uh,
Okay.
okay, but you need time to think and explore and create many scenarios about this. You need to talk to other people, to listen to other people, to pay attention to other people and how they think different points of view about this. You don't you it's part of the creative work, it's part of the creativity mind, and this is part of the job. You didn't you don't know type code 100% in our day work?
When you are talking, I'm thinking we needed to work. We really did to work with sprints. Each one doing a part of something. I don't know. I think it's absolutely an- a, 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 uh, this is a moment. This moment thinking. Uh, wouldn't free work be better? Uh, I don't know in it which each person could build something with greater freedom. I don't know. I think we can, for example, Leticia, we need create. We are a team, me and you. Okay, Leticia, we need to create um, an endpoint to create uh, users. Okay, Sabrina, we need to create. I don't know. This is in English. I don't know.
Try yourself.
I endpoint to buying anything. Okay. Today we uh, put this in the board and cut this in so little works for me and you working in each parts of these problems. And
Okay.
if we can put this in a board, Leticia, we have 2 months to create this feature. Okay? Okay. Make the feature. Sabrina, we have 2 months to create this. Okay. And we go to thinking about, we are study the things, how the ways to create this. We are study about the others solutions in other companies like this, and we have more uh, and I will work how I think is better for me, and you are work uh, like you thinking better for you. I don't know. I want. I'm a dreamer. I want to work in a environment to have more liberty, more freedom to create and make the things for the better way. I don't know. I want a good uh, quality in things, not just not okay. I'm done this. Okay, I'm done this. I don't. I want more
Okay, I
time for
understand.
create.
Okay,
I
I understand. Um, Sometimes I know I worked a lot many years in a constant companies, and I remember some clients think the sprint board, okay, the or the Kanban, it's like a delivery software, like a production one box and I deliver it, and I produce other box and I deliver. Okay,
yeah.
it depends the how to clients, for example, how the company understand this process. I understand how what do you say, because I'm asking me a lot of time in the past about this, and sometimes two people work in the same team but work totally separate, and in the end of the sprint there is a big problem, a lot of bugs, because
Really? Okay.
because they think it's in different parts of the this. Okay, and I know there are some people thinks if you finish one task, it's too important to get other task and to work with this. and just a delivery, just a delivery, just a delivery. And it's not part of our work. If you understand that we create a many complex system compared
Yeah.
to the past. If you think about the microservices, it's easier in parts,
Yeah.
but it's a complex environment, okay?
Yeah.
And so, I know sometimes it's hard to organize this, and it depends
Yeah.
the maturity of the team. I used,
Really.
in my experience, I used a lot the agile meetings to talk with this a lot. And we, a team, we work together. We create a separate tasks, okay, but we talk a lot how this process affect the other parts and how the other parts affect other. It's part of their job. You don't deliver code. You think about the how process and this. And I know it's a part of how it it's use more your mind and
Yeah.
use less your hands, for example.
Yeah.
And it depends the maturity of the client, the maturity
Yeah.
the company, the team to talk about this. But it's so important.
Yeah.
You create less bugs and less headaches in the future. Headaches in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah. Perfect. You convinced me. Okay. I'm a dreamer people, but okay, I you convinced me because in general we need a group more maturity.
Okay. If you one
I agree.
day
One
Okay,
day.
if one day we talk about this in Portuguese, it's more easy to explain about this. I talk with you. This is my experience and how to work in different things.
I'm thinking in now. I'm thinking in write a post in LinkedIn about that. So we
Okay,
are talking.
okay.
Leticia, I always love to talk with you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for this. I'm sending the survey, the link of survey. Thank you for presence always, and I'm so glad to you.
Okay, I have idea now. I put in the survey for me the next context about mature of the teams. It's a good point to talk.
It's
Oh my god.
perfect, perfectly. Oh, okay. I need to create the questions. Okay,
Okay, it's a good point to talk more. The
okay,
maturity of the team, the clients, the companies, okay?
perfectly. You are the best people.
No, I'm not the best. I'm improve my by myself.
Perfect. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Sign out